Hello, good evening. We're in Virgo season already a few weeks, and actually, it's now full moon Pisces in Virgo season. Time to let go, but Virgo doesn't just, because there's a full moon in Pisces, let go. Virgo, they don't let go. Virgo will do the job even when it's time to let go. Yes, Virgo are not the ones being in the middle of the room, showing everybody what to do and doing it and wanting all the attention. They will be the one in the next room solving the problem of the party, the problem of the family, the problem of the job behind the scenes. And they don't even draw the attention to them. They actually prefer not to draw the attention to them. And they are problem solvers. They are here to do the work. They actually are very hard workers. They have brilliant mind because they are very good in discerning what they need from all the information and knowing what to do with it. They are an earth sign, so they feel quite comfortable in the realms of how we deal with life these days. But they are also flexible. They're not so like Taurus, like completely fixed in the way they are. They like sometimes to start things and and a combination of being fixed. So they can be quite flexible. They're very intelligent. They have a brilliant mind. I already said, where they really focus on the details. So they are very good in the finishing touches. They are very critical. They could be good critics as a job, for instance, like making reviews or going to restaurants and plays and art exhibitions and then write about it. And the lower manifestation for them is that they are quite worried in their mind. Their mind really can be very critical towards themselves. They're the worst own critics, and of course also to their surroundings, nitpicking, and over worried, fault finders. Anyway, they, like I already said, they're not the center of the room. They don't want to be all the lights shining on them. They prefer to break down the ego and be of service of others. Maybe they don't really, maybe some of them maybe don't prefer it, but life will bring them everything. So they will play that role eventually. So if it's not in their job, the best way it fulfills them is in their job. So when they are like for um where you have to solve problems where there is no harmony, it can be like a lawyer, or you can be a nurse or a doctor, or working in an area with a lot of problems, like with the people that have traumas, or don't have all the advantages, or the more poor, or the ones that are on the side of society that needs a lot of help, and where there are a lot of problems, the sick, whatever is out of balance. But they're very humble about it. They are, if they really also need to do their inner work. Otherwise, you can always be of service. It's not like, oh, they have the talent of to be of service. No, it's also very hard for them to work like that for others and to solve problems that come their way. If they, like I said, if they don't have a job to solve problems, they will solve problems from other persons. It will come, they will attract it in their life, in their own family, with their own health, with themselves, with their husband, with their wife, with their parents, with their brothers, sisters, friends. Problems will arrive, and they want to create harmony again. It starts to get dark now. The whole computer. Not very handy, no? Let's try, see what happens. As long as I don't drop it, I have to keep it on my knees. More light like this? Anyway. So if you make it very extreme, you can go like they are good in a war or in a war zone, or uh, when people are in debt and unemployed. So, like I said, when they are not in this area of a job, they will work with abused or with victims. They will have it in their own lives because it's their path. Like I don't mention this. Maybe I should start doing that. So when it's Virgo, your sun, it it's what the sun is, what you do in your life, what you create, what you're here to create in your life, and is building your kingdom. You will want to create something Virgo like with the energy of Virgo. When it's your moon, it's your emotional needs in life. It's what you attract in life, but because you feel comfortable with it. And when it's your ascendant, so from the point of view of the earth, this is what life brings you. This is the most. It will manifest for sure. When it's your sun, you have to work for it. It's yang, yin, the ascendant. Maybe not so. Yin, it's not completely yin and yang, but with the ascendant, it really just comes in your life. So they're very practical when it comes to helping people. So they're not so much the ones that they will show you how to fix the problem or come and do it for you instead of telling you what to do. They're very grounded and result driven. Let me see anything else in this intro. Yeah, they're great healers as well. Not all of them, but it is in their capacity because they are so good in at discerning what is needed for a certain situation or a certain person, or a problem that needs balance. Oh, I'm moving the camera probably all the time. Yeah, okay. And I bet the Virgos don't like this video because I'm not being professional. And I'm not into the details of the video. I didn't think this through. I just was like, man, I still have to do this. I promised myself I would um, learn how to speak about the science. And the way you learn something is by speaking about it. Like I'm an imaginary teacher and I'm teaching something to nobody. Anyway, this is not for a girl. Like this is just me. What else? Hmm, it's very spiritual when they are being of real service and they conquer their own worries and doubts in their mind, and um, they really are reaching for egoless in a humble way, doing the work to help others. Is a very spiritual work, like reaching with their spirit to the divine. So you can see Virgo as a the teenage girl that needs to mature and needs to choose something that he or she is good at, and then really go into the details and really perfect it, and then go out in the world with it later and have a business with it in the modern world. But if you just solving problems egoless for other persons is a very um, without too many worries in your head is very spiritual liberating for that person, can be. They value harmony because they have so much problems in their life and conflict happening in their life. They feel their self-esteem, their self-value really is connected to this. So they, despite the fact that all the time they're in conflict, they really feel much better when they reach the beauty of harmony. And they also should have, when it comes to the value of equal in money, maybe have the balance there, not be too risky. Discuss it with their partner is a good idea for them, to have a balance with their partner in this. So not that one of the two is only doing it, but like in pairs. They They really value the beauty of art, music, and anything that is fulfills their senses. And it's nice for them to invest, for instance, in a in an expensive painting if you have the money to invest in anything, you know. Something that keeps their value and that is beautiful at the same time. Let's anyway. Anything else? Well, for their energy, also they are very hard workers and they find their energy. Um, they have a good energy, but they do also have to keep balance. But doesn't everybody have to keep balance? Yes and no. Some people, really need 5 hours sleep and they can go again and they can, run a marathon while others are sprinters. And some some people need to, catch up 24 hours before they go like a crazy person again into anything like sports or their job. And others, they just, they work from morning till evening and they sleep 3 hours and they're fine. So here they really need to balance between both, like more an equal balance, not short sleep, short rest, just like more equal. So if you work like 10 hours, you rest 10 hours, just saying. Mm, Let me see. Yeah. So don't take risks, I already said, with their money. They get money through partnerships. It's best for them to discuss it with each other. They like that. And it's good for them to have a higher education. This will bring in, money increaseful in in their life or, well, through travel. So how does their mind work? Because I said they have a brilliant mind and uh, it's not so very obvious because Virgos come across as very respectful, and they are, and polite, and um, serious, which they also are. But their way of thinking is very penetrating. It goes very, very deep. They don't always show what they're thinking. It goes very um, into the depth. They don't when they have a conversation, a serious conversation. They have emotion. There is an emotional depth into that. Not only like a mental depth, even if Virgo is an air sign, a mental sign, an intelligent sign. It is when it's talking, you really want to go, so deep that you think, man, chill out. So they are no bullshitters when it comes to communication. They want to they want to open all the grapes and see what's in it. They have the mind of like a detective and a spy, and they want to figure it out and check and research everything and analyze. Um, they can, with their words, be like snake. They can sting. Well, the snake doesn't sting, no, like the Scorpio, it stings, and also their humor can be like that. Um, they they're really at the heart of the conversation. They also can be suspicious in their mind. They don't avoid the deep topics like the taboos of the world, like death, disease, what other people don't want to talk about. Maybe even when they are in alternative things, the occult and um, criminal activities. They don't shy away from these topics to talk about it. Maybe they have some secrets themselves that they don't share, and this is how their mind works. They can really get in trouble with themselves through their mind because of their worrying and how deep they go and how emotional they're attached to it. So they're really emotional about it. But it is at the same time their salvation is their way of healing is through communication with friends, with little groups, or reading about their problem, going very deep into it, or even writing about it, journaling. Communication is really their way of that gets them into trouble, but also heals them. Is what helps them is like positive affirmations. It is something very simple that can be very, very healing for them. They can really transform through communication. When it comes to their house where they live, they would really prefer to have a spacious house if they can. They are one of the signs that can have more than one house or a house in another country. And their mom was also a free spirit or a traveler, maybe also foreigner, but open-minded, free spirit, and they're very permissive when it comes to their house. So people are, their house is open for other persons. And mm, something else. Mm. It's important for them to have their own house. It's like their outlook on life is like having your own house. It's like one of the pillars that they lean on. And but they tend to have luck with that, with lands and property and some abundance or wealth there. But they also share their own with their abundance with their own family. And um yeah, through marriage, the property can increase, and their wife or husband, from Virgo, it's possible that they take care of the house or the family. At one point, this can, go like, because, it's your wife and she wants to do it, but it can also be the other way around. The husband stays home and works from home or at home, or just, is taking care of the house and the children. This can be like a free choice, but sometimes it's not, it's because life happens like this, and it's a little bit forced. So, when it comes to romance, Virgo and romance, they're not the ones, they like romance, like everybody likes romance, but they're not the ones of the big show or in the middle of the street. They will not start kissing each other, or maybe not even hold hands, and they are not the grand gesture, candlelight dinner on near a lake kind of stuff. They're more serious about it. They will take it slowly, maybe. Um, Follow some rules, and they're being very respectful when they like you, and they will not shine the light on themselves. They're more restrained and a little bit stiff. The showing of affection in public is not their thing. They can be cautious. Romance, Um, or they have some of romance. It's not about the partner they end up married with. It's more the romantic partners they have can be older or a little bit more blocked or serious. When about their children, it is possible that they have kids later in life. There are always exceptions, of course. They see that having their children as a big responsibility, and they will they will be fun, of course, but they will also, be strict, and there will be rules, and kids will have to do chores and be respectful and listen. There's a kind of hierarchy going on there. And but the kids also tend to be very mature and respectful, and have success in the life. In success, the word success, has different meanings, but here success uh, in the world as we know it, what they mean with success these days. It's not my definition, but you know what I mean. They're most of the time well mannered, good educated, high on the ladder, going like that. Um, well, they express themselves also like in the romance. In general, it's serious. It doesn't mean they cannot laugh and make jokes, but this is the first impression they have. How they express themselves is like respectful, serious. not too, crazy, not at all. Um, when they want to be creative, they or have a hobby, they will work at it. It's not just something like, oh, I'm just gonna play with it, and they will be serious about it. So if they do sports and it's like a team sport, they will be serious. They will show up and they will be there to win. Not just like, oh, it's all the game. The game is what matters. No, no, we're here to win. No, we're here to play and we train and we work hard at it. Especially also, not especially, but the same with like if they're like to paint, they will really take it seriously and not wait for inspiration to come, but take the book and look how you learn to paint, and practice little by little, all the time, little by little. So also in the romantic life, it will not be like one date and give away all their. They prefer to do it slowly, little by little, like little by little. Exceptions always. They have a heavy workload most of the time. But they also like their freedom in their job. When they have a job, when they're not self-employed, they do need their freedom. And even when they have their freedom, they themselves put a lot of workload on them, very heavy. They will take it very serious. At the same time, like I said, they will be very sensitive for the atmosphere. They will notice when things are not fair. They want everybody um, to be handled with an equal in an equal way, equal respect with their colleagues. They will have progressive ideas, scientific ideas, new ideas, out of the box ideas to in their job with their colleagues. They are very friendly, but a little bit like detached. Like they will not start hugging their colleagues or something. Still, they're very friendly. Also, with everybody from their job. I mean, I don't. If you're in a job and all kinds of people work there, they will be friendly with with the one that is like the lowest on the rank there, and the king of the business, or with it's like we say the poor, the sick, with the disadvantaged. um they have this kind of humanitarian vibe when it comes to their job. They want the best for everybody, and by the like I said, they see the problems and how to fix them. They will also want to fix the problems. And it's good because they can actually fix the problems, but they will not always get the opportunity, and um, and it will also not always be liked. Some people don't want that you come with ideas to make things different, even when it's for the better. When you're not the boss or something like that, no, people don't always want to hear what you have to say. They will say, "Oh, there is this person again trying to fix things." Oh, when it comes to their health, yeah, inflammations, nervous system, circulation. Their circulation, this is their weakest spots. I mean, maybe their skin also, but methods to heal from them, the best that work for them are progressive new methods, or acupuncture, because it works on the whole system. Because, like I said, nervous system circulation is like just everywhere in your body, and connects everything. So that really can work for them. Um, let's go to the next year. When it comes to their one-to-one relationships, in business, they have to be aware that they have clear boundaries. Is something they have to learn, that when they sign business contracts, by over the years, that they, you know, be aware that not everybody is as honest, and maybe not about honest, but just, they really have to read the contract and at one point see their value, and have boundaries there. And sometimes the place where you will work can be more ambivalent to your what you really need, and you just accept it because you think, yeah, this is how it is here. While if you would have boundaries and you set them before that, like, this is what I need, they will probably get it, because their one-on-one relationships in marriage. I'm talking now on the lower manifestation. So the highest manifestation, let's start with that. They can, when Virgo is really of service in their life through their job or in personal life, and they get out of their head and they're worried and they worry, they can really attract their soulmate. And soulmate is just a word. Do you believe in it? Do you not believe in it? I don't know. It doesn't mean that being with your soulmate is an easy thingy. I don't know. Anyway, it's just something we we say, meeting your soulmate, and it has many definitions. They can attract in the higher manifestation somebody that works in a hotel, in a laboratorium, or in a recording studio, in places where you have to be alone and away from society. Somebody that works in a prison or uh, in a psychiatry center, or in a far you can meet in a faraway island maybe, or work in a faraway island. Probably best both then, because otherwise it's a little bit complicated. Or an artist, a musician, an actor. In the lower manifestation, let's go to the people that feel lost, addicted, that are ambivalent towards the relationship, that are kind of victim mentality, or really are victims, not just a mentality. They just are like a victim of a disease or um, something else bad. Um, this sounds terrible. The good thing is that what is meant here is that Virgo needs to learn how to relax and let go more, because Virgo is like nitpicking into the details, and everything has to be discerned and organized and analyzed and researched. And then they're with a partner that can be like, let go with the flow, and nothing is organized. And it's good for Virgo to learn that. And also Virgo cannot get to know their partner through their head, or through how their mind works, like conversation and just through the head, and communicating, like what they're really good at, and going deep. But they need to learn how to feel intuitively the partner. Hell of a job for them, and then it will work better. Yeah. So the partner in the highest manifestation can have a very creative job, or in the film industry, or in computer games, something else, like, or even a painter or a healer, an easygoing guy, like jovial, open, bohemian, or maybe that somebody that travels a lot, the one that just, the day comes and it goes, and we'll see what happens. Low level, very ambivalent towards the partner, doesn't really care, and not really there. Also, really low manifestations, really misleading them. Like I said, with business partners, one-on-one contracts, like marriage is also a contract, and this is about contract. They really have to be alert and follow their intuition and feeling, rather than their mind only, to get to know people they sign contracts with. Remember, you can be with your soulmate. Hmm. But when they have a crisis, they are heads on. They go into it. They will not postpone anything. What's good for them to get out of a crisis is, when their body allows it, is to exercise, sport, physical activities, start something new. And like the other one that I said, writing, journal, speaking in little groups. They have a fast response to crisis. Their world view, how they see, world is not. It's possible it's through religion, but it's not what comes to mind first here. It's more the good things of life. The safety they get through having a stable income, and the house they like, and the food they like, and all the senses They feel they're on the good way. They feel they are fulfilling, if you want to use a religious term here, like, they feel they are fulfilling what God wants from them. We're here on planet Earth to enjoy the earth. They prefer to walk in the forest or, build a beautiful garden than reading a book of philosophy or religion or anything of that sort. So when it goes for them well, materially, they feel that they are on a good moral path. Did I say when something else? Because here's like the good moral path, but when we went back, their mind, that it can be so secretive also, they like to, and they think about taboos. I forgot to mention sex. They can have really sexual thoughts that they don't want to share because it's dark. Dark does, I think this dark doesn't mean, doesn't mean the things that are criminal activities, kind of darkness, just, intense, intense, that's it. But intense doesn't mean dark. Okay, whatever. I was saying, yeah, they will enjoy, they say you're here to enjoy the senses and earth and planet. And when you're able to do that, you're living your life good. And I don't mean it that they say like, oh, they're working for the money so they have a good life and they can enjoy the good food and the good wine and the good house and travel. Yes, they do that, but not in the way like greedy way. For them, it's really like, this is the meaning of life. This is why we're here. And this is the being on the right path. Um, when it comes to their vocation, their career. So they can have a job, but they are really ambitious because they identify themselves with paper lying on the computer. I hope I didn't, you know, the recording of the microphone didn't compromise. Fuck. Let me see. Would not be the first time. Is Mercury retrograde very long now, no? And Mercury is my ruler, so I'm always retrograde, probably. So, yeah. They identify with their career. They're very ambitious. They're very multi-talented. They can have more than one career. They're good in many things, more mental things like, communication, media, working with little groups. They can be a very good boss, very easygoing. They're like they are like a flexible, adaptable, modest boss. So they invest a lot in their career. Yeah, and the work overload I already said. But yes, if they have a career in small groups, not like in huge, big corporations, like more like a manager type, in a smaller group, it would be very good for them. Also with, intellectual career about information, programming maybe. When it comes to their income, their gains, I already said how they invest their monies in beauty and art is good for them and has to keep balance, but their income can fluctuate. It can go up and down, but they needn't worry. I'm just talking about the general energy of Virgo, it's different for everybody with all the planets where they are and the aspects in your birth chart. But it will always come back. If it goes up, it will go down, go up, go down. When they have a group of friends, they are very mothery about them, protective about them. They see their friends as their family, which is very nice. And last but not least, they are, like we said, Virgo is more humble, not the center of the universe. They don't like that so much. But when they're in private and they need to relax and sleep, and it is okay for them, to be more egoistic and put the lights on them. Not that they're going to be like a show off then in a private life, but think about them first. So, like, what do I need now to relax and be able to have a good night's sleep, or when they really need, when they have like huge burnout? Because can happen with them with their work overload and their identification with their career and all the problems and conflicts and disharmony they attract in their life, or they choose to have um, a profession in that area. Um, yeah, so they want to spend more time in their hobbies or think about themselves first and being a little bit more the center of their universe when they're in private between the people they live with. They should do that to really learn to let go of all the rest, and which is hard for them to let go. It's their hidden spot to to see themselves in that way, like, here I am, the king, the queen. I'm only walking on the red carpet. It's not them. But when they need it to relax, to let go, to get in touch with them, with the deeper self of them, with their subconscious, it's a good thing for them. Or, travel to faraway places also will help them. But it's also a decision they make for themselves then. Anyway, I hope this recording went well and I don't have to do it again. The sun is setting. I'm gonna set as well. Oh yes, the beginning of no, the end of summer, the beginning of autumn is not there yet. Still like what, like 10 days or something. Start to feel it in Belgium. You start to feel it. Maybe not in a warm country in the northern hemisphere. Anyways, another place in the south, springtime is starting. So I wish you a very nice rest of your day, and all the Virgos out there. You're all saints, working so hard to help other people, willingly or not willingly. Just do it willingly. Your life will get much better. Sending a lot of love. Bye bye.